Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Wellness Wake Up Weekly
On Wednesday.
on Wellness Wednesday and Winning Wednesday. And
I don't know. Can we go up? How many W's can we come up with? I
I
don't
know,
know.
Wealth Wednesday.
Yes, it is. It is Wealth Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday.
I gave your line about normal is boring the other day to one of my customers. So
It is. It's so
it is.
boring. So it's much more fun to be crazy.
Yes.
Yes. Well, if you're hopping on and you agree, let us know. Let us know if you love to be crazy as well. And also let us know that where you're watching from, what the weather's like, anything else you want to share with us today, just pop it in the comments. And that way we can give you a little shout out and say hello. Share with us something silly that's on your mind this morning. That'll be a fun way to start the day.
Yes.
And we're actually talking today about like shifting our mindset and our habits from summer, like where we're a little bit more like la-ti-da and lax and not such strict schedules, to back to school time. So we're excited to bring you this episode because we know it does take a little bit to like shift gears, like shifting our schedule, shifting our mindset, shifting our habits, so that we're a little bit more back on track.
Yes. And sadly, we were also shifting into shorter hours of daylight.
Oh, I know. And that's such a sad feeling. Yes.
It
So
makes me sad.
drop in the comments if you're wondering why and how summer seems to go by so fast.
I know. When I was a kid, it felt like it lasted forever, but I also loved school. It
Oh,
felt like it lasted forever. And now,
me, it was the opposite. I felt like summer was way too short. I'm like, I can't believe summer's over already.
yeah,
Uh,
well, interesting mindset too.
Yeah, yeah. So I'd also love to know from those of you watching if your routine, and also Christine and I can answer this too, like if your routine has completely disappeared over the summer months, or if you have kept a pretty regular routine even over the summer. And also if you are excited for back to school season, or if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or like, yikes, I can't believe it's already back to school time, or almost for some people. I mean, those of you who are watching, you're probably across the country, all different time frames of when kids go back to school. I know that I have friends whose kids go back to school literally in like a week and a half. And then the schools around here don't start for another month. Literally, I think like a month from today is when they start. So you could be anywhere in between there.
Yeah, and I think our schools here start next Tuesday.
Wow.
So,
So that's less than a week from now.
yeah.
Wow. That's soon. So it's good timing that we're bringing this episode to all of you who have kiddos or grandkids that are going back to school, so that it helps a little bit with that mindset. Before we dive in, though, let's introduce ourselves in case those who are watching do not know who we are. Yes, so I'll let you go first, Christine. Go ahead.
Okay, so I am Christine Lunsford. I am an Empower You coach. I am in North Central Arkansas. And you know what? I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to answer our questions today. So,
Yes.
yes, summer went by way too fast this year. Just way too fast. I enjoy the longer days. So, to me, it's not even so much about the fact that it's summer, because my routine really doesn't change much. So mine does not disappear, but I also don't have kids at home. I mean, I have dogs. The dogs don't care. They truly don't. And as far as am I excited for back to school season? I am, and mainly because I'm going to be teaching again.
Yay.
So I'm teaching the confusion to clarity starting in now. My class doesn't start till September 15th, so I've got a whole another 6 weeks. And I'm actually teaching 2 classes on Tuesdays. I'm teaching confusion to clarity, empowering women to actually take back control and learn patterns and awareness. And it's bigger than what you put in your mouth, but that's a lot of what we talk about. But like one of my students just said, she goes, I didn't realize that as I learned this, I would suddenly start seeing it in other parts of my life. And I said,
Cool.
yes, That's the
That's
thing. You have the tools to improve your wellness, which is more than your health. It's all of it.
right.
And
Wellness in all aspects. Yeah.
all aspects. And
Mhm.
I'm also teaching rough draft to, or idea to rough draft. We're doing a writing course, and I
Ooh.
already have 2 students signed up for that one. So I
Oh,
think people are very excited. And at first I was like, okay, this could be people who want to write novels. But after talking to somebody, she wants to write her memoirs for her kids. That is
wow.
all it is she wants to. So if you're watching this and you're local and you're near ASU, come join us. This doesn't have to be about publishing a book. It could be about organizing your thoughts to give it to your kids.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
That is so
Yeah.
cool. And that reminds me of something. I'll tell you about it in a second, but I'll let you finish introducing yourself. Talk
I
about your
actually I think I answered all of our questions. So yes, I am excited for the school year. No, I am not excited for the shorter days. And oh, I am also the chapter president for the Ozarks chapter of the Rich Girl Network. So I get to teach all of these things to all of my community too. I'm super
so
excited for that.
exciting. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, I am not normally the one that wants to talk about herself, and that is part of the growth, being able to share about yourself.
Absolutely. And you have so many exciting things going on and you have so much to offer. So it's great that you're able to do that now.
Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, Carrie Marie, tell us who you are.
All right. Well, I am Carrie Marie Vaughn, and I am an Unstickify Your Life coach. I'm in upstate New York. I am married to my high school sweetheart. We just celebrated our 21st wedding anniversary, although we've been together for 28 and a half years. We had 2 kids before we got married, and then a third after. Uh, we have 3 beautiful children, and they're all adults, and we have 3 cats of our own. We also have 5 grand cats now, 1 as of this week. I have to tell you a funny story about that in a second, and a grand dog. And I love helping others. I love helping people to get unstuck and be able to step into that future version of themselves. And I am also a
Mhm.
Rich Girl Network chapter president of the Adirondack and Green Mountain chapter. So New York and Vermont, but we both serve people from all over the world, which is very cool.
Yes.
But funny story about my new grand cat. So my daughter's boyfriend had gotten her a stuffed animal cat about a year ago because they weren't quite ready to commit to having their own pet then. So he got her this stuffed animal cat that has like these little beans in it that you can warm up in the microwave. And so that it's like this
Oh,
warm, cuddly thing. You can put it on your stomach when you're having your period or cramping. It's very, very cool. Anyway, so she named this stuffed animal cat Poppy. Well, they were looking at shelters and they were meeting cats and seeing which ones were like super friendly and cute and all of this stuff. And they wanted one that was between 1 and 3 years old. Well, they met this one that they fell in love with, and she fell in love with them. Her name is Poppy. She did what? It's she manifested this cat into her life.
that's funny.
I know. I know. It's so crazy. It's so amazing. So I can't wait to go meet her. We need to make our trip to California soon so that we can see our daughter and her cat.
My daughter-in-law and son and stepson had posted this morning that on their walk the other night, they found a kitten and it followed them home.
Are they keeping it?
She doesn't want to,
Oh,
but
but
I think their boxer Frankie would love it, and I think they need to keep it. It is this cutest little. It's gray and has a little white scruff. Oh, so cute.
it sounds like the kitty found them. Like
I know.
cats are smart in that way. They find their owners. They're like, you're my people now.
Yeah, the cat ran out to them, so that's huge. Anyway,
Wow.
we could go on and on and on about cats, but
Oh my goodness. Yes. So I'll quickly answer this morning's questions as well.
yeah.
Is first of all, because I also no longer have children at home, that so the school year doesn't really make a difference for me as far as scheduling wise. But I do notice, like in the summer, the warmer months, we do go camping. So I do need to allow that. We take like long camping trips. So my schedule just does change up a little bit because I arrange my work around my camping and adventuring. I'm definitely outside a whole lot more when it's nicer out. I schedule lots more outdoor time. swimming and walking and hiking and all of the fun stuff that you can do outside, which I know you can do some of it in the winter. And I do try to get outside as much as possible in the winter, but the cold and the short, dark days, oh, I agree with you, Christine. And you know what's funny? We were talking in a previous episode, and you and I have talked about this SAD, which is the tell me again what that stands for.
Seasonal affective disorder, and
Yes.
it is a legitimate thing. I have a happy light to fight it off, and it showed up in my DNA test.
Crazy. Well, you know what's so funny? The main character in this new book series that I'm reading right now also has that, and she also has a happy light.
See,
I was
it's a
like,
thing.
this is so great. This is so great. I of course thought of you, Christine, when I was reading this. I was like, oh my goodness, how cool. So
Kind of
anyway,
crazy.
but I do, of course, I love sunshine. I love longer days. And I definitely think that, yeah, when it's like back to school time, the days do start getting shorter. We still try to have our summer last a bit longer if possible. We try to still keep camping up until like October, and then it starts getting like below freezing at night. And that's no fun because we sleep in a tent on the roof. So it's not so fun to wake up with frost all over everything.
Yeah,
And
cuddling only goes so far.
exactly. But it is fun. We definitely enjoy it. And then what was our other questions? Now I don't remember. Oh my goodness. What did we ask everybody?
I think
Oh,
you
I think I pretty much
I
answered
think
it.
you answered them all.
Yep.
I
Yep.
think you did answer them all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
yes,
it isn't just about kids going back to school, of course. It's about shifting our habits, our mindsets, and our daily routines to align with our own needs and our goals. So as we're
yes,
getting into these shorter days, of course.
yes. And we
Because
talked about this because sometimes, I mean, summer, I remember summer being sleeping in. Now, we were not allowed to stay up late, but we stayed up later than normal, I guess.
right,
But
not school day, bedtime.
well, I
Right.
don't know. I think my dad made us all go to bed at 8 o'clock, even in the summer. But uh,
Oh my goodness.
anyway, I know that that's not the norm for most people. So
Mhm.
a lot of times, especially for the kids, the parents are usually still doing work, but routines have changed because you don't have to get your kids up and dressed. You don't have to, nutrition and food is probably not as perfect because you're at the pool and you're eating snacks and you're eating hot dogs and you're going to parties. And so everybody's sleep gets off and you have vacations and you're trying to load up all the kids and
Right. And the
oh,
schedules are all over the place too, because it's not like, I mean, yes, work schedules are usually the same, but they could be different. So, like, if a parent works for a school or something like that,
mhm.
their schedules are also different during the summer. But even for people who do have a regular job, the kids' schedules are really off because
Oh
they're not
yeah.
going to school anymore. I mean, maybe they have a daycare or a day camp or something like that. So, like, there might be a little bit of a schedule, but a lot of the times the schedules and the routines are a little bit all over the place in the summertime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's really all about like the seasons of life. We're going through every season looks different and our habits are different and our mindset is different based on the season. And we should be able to be flexible enough to have our habits kind of grow with us along the way, depending on what season that we are in, and to just embrace the time, because like we were just talking about the other day about how kids are only kids for so long. We only have so many summers with them. So enjoy those moments. Don't be hard on yourself for the lax schedules or the maybe not so great nutrition. Like don't be hard on yourself for that kind of stuff if you do still have kids at home, because oh my goodness, enjoy every moment, savor it. It's such precious time that you have with those kids, or maybe you have grandkids that you watch during the summer, and how precious is that time? Even though sometimes it can be a little hectic and crazy, oh, the kids are only little for a very, very short time of their life. So
Yeah.
embrace it, enjoy it, have fun with it, give yourself grace if your schedule or your eating habits are not perfect, or even your sleep habits for that matter. Give yourself
Absolutely.
grace.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, going back to school doesn't have to feel like, okay, here's my thing. Don't wait until the day before your kids are going to school to suddenly decide to send them to go to bed at normal time.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that
You
won't
will
work.
have some seriously cranky children, and your life will suck. So,
Yeah. It's better to ease into it, like little at a time, like maybe 15 minutes or a half hour earlier than what they've usually been going to bed.
yeah. Well, and here's the thing, and I heard this tip once. Now I don't have kids, but I heard this tip and it stuck with me. It was more about time change, but it works
Mm,
for this also. Is have the kids go to bed like an hour early, and that's their time to read. Don't send the screens with them. That's not what I'm saying.
right.
They could do one of two things. They could either read or they could journal. Those are the two options. And you take
Oh,
their screens away. And by sending them to their room for quiet time, it's actually a great habit to teach them to go into adulthood. And I was
mm,
like, wow, that's so powerful. Because if a kid sits down to read, they have an hour to read and then it's lights out. But a lot of times, if a kid starts reading, they're going to go to sleep anyway.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know, like, your eyes start getting heavier and things like that, and, oh my goodness, speaking of that, and actually it reminded me because you're talking earlier about that memoir thing. I found a
Yes.
book yesterday in my travels. I had a chiropractor appointment, and I was going through some little towns that I don't go to very often, so I stopped into a bookstore and this other cute little country store, and I found this book that is so cool. It's not quite a memoir, but similar, where every page there's like a little oh, what do you want to call it? Like a prompt at the top of like something to write about, but it's supposed to be about your relationship. So you're supposed to do it with a partner, with your spouse, or
Ah,
whatever. But what's really cool is it's like the very first page that I opened up to, it was like talking about when you first met, what you thought of each other, what are some things you enjoyed doing together when you first met, and how it's different from what you do now. So it's kind of like reflecting back, but then incorporating what you're doing now, like as you're writing it. But every page has a different prompt of something to write about your relationship. But I was like, that's such a cool thing to pass down in the family. Because think about, like, maybe our kids wouldn't be so interested because they kind of know all of the stuff, but our grandkids or our great grandkids and so on could be so interested in that. And so I just thought it was a really cool book because I was like, that is a good passing down type of thing that people could have. So
I know it's not in our thing, but I think we could do an episode on that. But anyway,
yeah,
let's get back to our
today's
habits.
episode. Today's
Yes,
episode.
today's episode. So
Yes.
one of the things one of my students did was her plan was she wanted to do meal plans. And she happens to work in a school system. So we talked through how her meal plan for summer isn't necessarily going to fit for school.
Yeah.
So I am going to encourage every mother out there, if you have kids and want to do meal plans, involve your children.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because otherwise they're gonna be like, ew, why'd you pick that? I don't like that.
Well,
And
my
that's
mom did that for us. She raised 4 children because my other sister passed away before she was old enough to do this, but 4 children that knew how to read, do math, and like to cook simply because she let us cook. I was cooking full meals at 10 years old, like roast, potatoes, all of it. So include your children in their healthy snacks because I guarantee if you ask them what they're going to eat, they're going to eat it because they picked it.
right, right.
I have a niece that likes or liked, I don't know if she still does, green peppers and she was little and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. Of all the peppers, the green ones are probably, I don't know. I mean, not that I dislike them, but it's probably not something I would choose as my favorite.
Hey, you know what? If a kid wants to eat raw green peppers, by all means, go eat raw green peppers, but include
Exactly.
them. So that is something that you can do and include the family as much as possible. Plan your meals for the week because coming home and trying to feed your kids and figure it all out at night is going to be high stress for you. Plan
Yeah.
their snacks. So, okay, I don't know about you. Were you a latchkey kid?
I don't even know what that means. So
You
no.
came home. Oh no, your mom was probably home because of what your mom does.
Yeah,
Did you
my
let
mom was
yourself in
always,
the house with I mean, were you basically let yourself in the house and I'm gonna say home alone, and all these people are gonna freak out that I was home alone.
all
Um,
kids are home alone back in the day.
well, yeah, I mean, we came home and let ourselves in, and we knew what snacks we were to eat, and
I was babysitting other kids when I was 11, 12 years old.
I know, so was I. So a plan in place for your kids' snacks is where I'm
Mhm.
going.
Yes, and it is very important. Like when our kids were growing up and while they were in school, we would assign them a certain day of the week where they got to pick what they wanted for dinner, and they got to help prep the dinner and everything like that. So, I mean, they've always been helpful in the kitchen. If I asked them to help, they would help me cook, but I would let them pick the meal that we were going to have, because if they're choosing it, of course they're going to want to eat it, and they're getting excited about it, and they're cooking. And as they got older, then they would cook on their own. And then by the time that only Isabel was home, oh my goodness, she was cooking almost all of our meals, which was lovely. I miss having that because I don't really care for cooking. Personally, I'm like cooking and cleaning, no thanks.
I used to love cooking.
Just do it.
Anyway, again, we're getting off topic again. We're really good
Yes.
at this.
But
So,
it is good to get the kids involved. Like if they're picking the
yes,
things, and if you're telling them like you need to pick some healthy snacks, like maybe you're letting them pick some things that are not quite so healthy to have after they've had their healthy snacks. But if you're letting them pick, like here, you have this whole variety of all these fruits and vegetables and protein rich foods that are like right here that they can pick from. They get to pick, and then you just go grocery shopping for it.
yeah. And it's funny that kids a lot of times will pick things that are healthier than the parent would pick. The
Mhm.
parent is going to pick what they think their kids are going to eat. But so anyway, um,
Also,
self-care.
continue getting outside in the
Yes.
sunlight. Even though you are getting back into a school routine, it's super important to get fresh air and sunlight. Even though it's not like summer anymore when kids are back in school, it's so important. So even if it's like first thing in the morning before you head out for the day, just like go for a quick walk around your house or the block or something, or after school, get outside and play outside with your kids a little bit. It's so important to get some fresh air and sunlight, because we start lacking in vitamin D when the days get shorter, because we're
Yes.
just not out in the sun that much, and our schedules get packed and everything else. So try getting outside intentionally.
Yes, and do not forget to schedule your self-care. You hear us every episode preach and preach and preach. Self-care is important. You cannot take care of anybody else if you don't take care of you.
Yeah. Self care and things to relieve stress, because days can be stressful. You're not
Yeah.
going to be able to eliminate the stress entirely in your life. But if you know how to manage it and you know how to relieve it, and give yourself the quiet times or the times that are doing something relaxing, even if it's for only a few minutes. We've
Yes.
talked about deep breathing exercises and just getting out for a walk and things that are super simple that don't take much time or thought. You literally just do it. And Christine and I have a really cool app that we've been using called Finch. And if you want to join us on there, we can send you our little link so you can connect with us on there. Because what's really cool is that we can be sure that we are prioritizing our self care. We have
And it
this little
makes it fun.
it is. It's so fun because not only does it gamify it, but then we're connecting with other people. So we get to cheer each other on. We get to encourage one another and just have fun with it. And
Yes.
so not only are we taking care of ourselves, but we're holding each other accountable in a way, and we're having
Mhm.
fun along the way. It's so fun. So anyway, if you want to join us on there, let us know. We'll send you a link. We'll get you connected to us. It's a free app, by the way.
Yeah, it's totally free. So,
Yeah. I know that they have a pro version, but neither of us use it.
no. So, one of the things that works, you and I do this a lot, um, is reflection. So,
Mhm.
you're going into the new school year. Think back to last year. What worked very well for you? Do
Mhm.
it again. What didn't work well for you? Don't do it again.
Yeah. How can you
I
learn
mean,
from that
it's
and do it differently?
yes. What wasn't working and what can you do differently? So,
Yes.
and
Because
if
if
you need
something
help,
stressed you out like crazy last school year, try not doing that again.
yeah. And if you need help with mindset reframing, Carrie Murray and I both do mindset work. So
Yeah.
don't don't underestimate the power of having accountability for that.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, for sure. And I actually have a thing, it's kind of like a little worksheet thing that can be done to help you. Not, it's not necessarily on the mindset side of things, but it's more on the time and priority management side of things. Because when schedules start getting tight, all of a sudden you're just like, I don't have time for everything. And then you end up starting to put things like your
Mhm.
self-care or things that are important to you on the back burner because all of these other things come into play. So anyway, some of that, the mindset stuff that Christine and I have to offer, as well as the time and priority management worksheets and things like that, that will be really, really helpful. So reach out to us if you'd like to have access to those, and we'll be sure to get you plugged into all of that because it is really helpful. We don't want you going into this new season feeling stressed or overwhelmed. We want you to feel in control and be empowered to step into this new season with complete control and like, okay, I've got this. I know exactly what I'm going to do and have a really positive mind frame around it.
Absolutely. And being overwhelmed and stressed doesn't help you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And if there's anything that can help to ease stress and ease up on busy schedules and relieve the stress and all of that, it's and to also give you some energy because sometimes we are draining. Like by the end of a
Oh,
long day,
absolutely.
we've been working, getting the kids around for school and bringing them here, there, and all over the place. I mean, I remember when all three of my kids were in different clubs and activities and sports all at once. It was like my husband and I hardly saw each other because we were going in different directions all the time because somebody needed to be where or somewhere else. It's like
Yeah.
those days.
Don't you wish you had the Bravenly products then?
Mm, so I so wish because you know what that would have that would have made me feel so much better. I really struggled with my health back then. When my kids were younger, I dealt with a lot of health things and it just made things worse because I was feeling yucky. I had zero energy. I didn't feel well. I was in pain. That was not fun. Trying to work, raise kids, and be sick at the same time was not fun. So I highly recommend if you don't already have some sort of a wellness routine to take care of yourself, especially gut health, because your gut is connected to everything,
Everything.
put something in place immediately. I was just sharing with Christine earlier. I was so sad. I thought that I had another bag of my Fit Fuel ready to go, and I ran out because I poured into this glass canister in my kitchen, and I add it to my coffee every morning. Plus, I make a shake with frozen raspberries. It's quite
Mm.
delicious. But
I still
anyway,
need to try that.
oh, you will love it. It's so delicious. And it's literally just three ingredients. It's frozen raspberries, 2 scoops of the Fit Fuel, and some water, and you blend it up. And it's so yummy. It's literally like a raspberry milkshake. But just so that you all know who are watching, the Fit Fuel has probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes, collagen, colostrum, protein, like all of the things that your body just craves and needs. Oh, plus vitamins and minerals and stuff. So it's like
Oh, yeah, there's
everything
a ton.
all in one. It is like literally by far my favorite type of supplement, which I don't even think of it as a supplement because it's so delicious.
I know.
It's not taking a pill, which I do still take capsules for other things, but there is something about that Fit Fuel that is I'm like this is magical.
Yes. My mom's, vitamins that she's been taking aren't available anymore, and she goes, "Well, what should I replace it with?" And I was like, "Fit
Fit Fuel.
Fuel." I'm
Mhm.
like, "Look," and I flipped the bag over and I'm like, "All of this." I was putting my gold. Okay, quick funny story, and then we'll move on to the next section. I was gonna put my gold in my coffee, and I have it
Mhm.
in the packets. So I cut the tap off, not paying any attention. All of a sudden, I get this strong smell of strawberry, and I'm like, I flipped it over. I grabbed a rush instead of
Oh,
my gold and almost poured it into my tea. So
oh,
that is how powerful it is that without looking at the label, I knew immediately, and my brain went, obviously, you need that today. So I set it aside. I did my gold, and then I made myself my rush, strawberry rush. And oh, so good. So good. Anyway, that's my favorite. So,
yeah, yeah, and I like my specific favorite coffee is the brew because it's that mushroom coffee, so it gives me like
oh,
some
yeah.
brain power for the day, plus I mix it with the gold and the Fit Fuel, and so it's like my coffee is like I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like this magical deliciousness that I have every morning that really it wakes up my entire body. It gives me energy, it wakes up my brain, it
Mhm.
helps me to focus throughout the day, and it's long-lasting energy. It's not that like high and then drop. It's like this really nice amount of energy where it's not too much and I don't have the crash afterwards. And plus I know I'm getting all of those nutrients. It's really quite incredible.
Yeah.
And I
I
keep
think I need to put a request in for brew without chocolate in it. I know. Anyway.
because it does have the chocolate in it, which poor Christine can't have.
I know.
And hydrate. Don't forget hydrate too is delicious. Not in the coffee, but separate.
Yeah. I did put my rush and my hydrate. So
Yeah.
So it's resetting your mindset.
Yeah.
One of the things that is beneficial for me is the adapt, which we won't go into that deep, but so resetting.
Mm-hmm. And even just a positive thought, like shifting, if we find ourselves saying things that are on, like if we're saying I'm so overwhelmed or I'm so busy or like life is so stressful, like if you're saying that
Mhm.
out loud or thinking that out loud, it's just bringing more of that into your life. So try becoming aware of your thoughts and what you're saying and try shifting that of, and even if it's not shifting to the complete opposite, maybe it's just like I'm getting a handle on my schedule. You know what I mean? It's still better than my schedule is crazy or so stressful or something like that. I'm
Uh-huh.
getting a handle on it. It's just that next step up. So just try becoming aware and catching those thoughts and shifting it. I actually just talked about this in my podcast episode too. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that. I have a podcast, Holistic Mama Speaks. Anyway,
Yes.
I mentioned that the other day of like catching your thoughts and catching what you're saying
Yes.
before.
And it's biblical too.
Mhm.
It's biblical. And honestly, there's one small thing you can do. Instead of saying I am, say I feel.
Mm.
Because then you don't own it as far as it's not part of you. You can say, I mean, like,
Like
instead
I
of saying
feel
I
stressed
am
out.
overwhelmed, just say I feel overwhelmed. Because
Mhm.
if you feel overwhelmed, then you can control the outcome. It's not like clinging to you. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah, it's
I don't know
just,
that I'm saying it right,
it's
but
not you personally, it's
yes,
just feeling that you have right now, which means it's temporary, and you can just,
temporary.
yep, like, shoo, shoo, shoo,
Yes,
get rid of that feeling, I don't want that anymore. I wanna feel empowered, I wanna feel calm, I wanna feel peaceful, whatever it is that you wanna feel, I wanna feel energetic.
yeah. Another one I heard a woman say is that every time she had that, she'd say, "I feel whatever it is, and this too shall pass."
Love it.
And I was like, "Oh my
Love
goodness."
it. Okay, so
Because that
everyone
applies to everything.
write that down. If there's anything that you found yourself saying that might be on the negative side, like I am stressed or I am overwhelmed, try saying I feel stressed and that too shall pass. I feel overwhelmed and this too shall pass. Love it.
I
Love
know,
it. Love
isn't
it.
that awesome?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go into not doing things alone. This is why you don't do things alone,
Yeah.
because all of these things are not from me. These are pieces that I picked up from other powerful women and the things that were working for them. So,
Hmm.
and I would love to be able to edify them, but I can't remember who all told me. I mean, I can't. It just doesn't stick with me because I may hear it and go, oh, that's good. I'm going to keep that.
Yeah. And when you're trying to do anything alone or by yourself, it's hard because it's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to give yourself encouragement and it's hard. It's just hard. But
Well,
having
and it's
people,
hard to see what you're in. So when I did the kingdom leadership training, one of the things that we did was um my experience of you is, and
mm,
we had to do the non-ideal that we saw in other people because this was
mhm,
twofold. One, you were able to share with them what they were projecting,
mm,
and it also enabled people to accept feedback with no response. It was very, 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 very powerful. But
yeah.
that's why having people that will cheer you on, that are going to celebrate your progress, that are going to hold you accountable. Like Carrie Marie, it will call me up and say, "That's not you. Don't do that." And I'm like,
And I love that we have that relationship because we can be totally open and honest with each
yeah,
other of like, hey, Like, this is what's going on. And this is what I'm noticing, because sometimes when we are in our own little bubbles, when we're really trying hard for a goal or to work on something, or when we're like in this like bubble of stress where like that's all we can see is what's stressing us out. When we have somebody from the outside that's looking in, that can literally just be like, hey, knock, 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 breathe for a minute, take a deep breath. Have you thought about it this way? Or what about this? Or here's a suggestion that you can try. Like anything. Sometimes when we're in the middle of something, we're just so closed off. It's almost like we have blinders on, which can be good in a lot of ways to focus on something. But sometimes we're not seeing the whole picture, and we're not seeing what the possibilities are that are on the other side of that. And so having other people that can notice those things and to help us through the tough times, but also to keep us going and motivated during the good times, and to cheer us on and celebrate our progress and our wins. Oh my goodness, you
Yes.
literally become a different person, because the more and more that you are surrounded by people who are lifting you up, cheering you on, reminding you of how amazing you are, you literally just start stepping into that amazing person all the time. And you start forgetting about that stress. You're just like, what stress? Like, that doesn't bother me anymore. I am too powerful for that. But sometimes we need those. Well, I shouldn't say sometimes, it's pretty much all the time. Like they say with children, like it takes a village to raise a child. Because think about all of the people who sometimes have to step in to help, whether it be teachers at school, people at church, family members, community members, neighbors, whoever are helping you to raise your child. It's like that with ourselves. Like, we need other people too. We
Oh
need
my
other
gosh. You just made me think of something. Okay, all you mamas out there, how protective are you of the people who come in contact with your children? Now, are you that protective of you and who you are in contact with?
Mm, good question,
Think
Christine. That's
about
a good
that.
one.
I
Yeah.
just, as you were talking, I'm like, I could picture, you know, you, you're looking at this huge mountain that you think you can't go around, and your friend comes up, taps you on the shoulder, and goes, "Hey, just rip it in half. It's only a sheet of paper. And you can just walk on through."
Hmm.
But instead of having that person who's not protective of you, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's huge. You can't get through that. That'll never happen." And it's still a sheet of paper, and all you have to do is walk through it.
Hmm.
Be very protective. And I don't know how this went from getting ready for the school year. I guess here's the thing. I guess we can bring it back around to this. Make sure that who you have around your children and who you have around you and the habits that you put into place are meant to empower everybody
Yeah.
and walk forward.
Yeah, and make you feel good. Like, you should be feeling good. This life that you're living should feel good. You should not feel stressed. You should not feel overwhelmed. So be sure that what you are doing, the habits you're doing, the mindset, the things you're saying and thinking, the people you're surrounding yourself with are things to encourage more positive reinforcement and positivity, and just support and encouragement, because that's what everyone needs in their life. And just the celebration, cheering each other on. So anyway,
Oh,
I know we're way over time, but this is important because it is back to school time, and a lot of times, and whether or not you have kids going back to school, because Christine and I do not have kids going back to school,
no.
but we know that there is that shift when you're going from summer, warm, sunny weather into darker, shorter days and different schedules and things like that, that sometimes you need to be thinking about things more intentionally. I mean, we should all be more intentional every day, but it's always good to think about it with a new season in your life. Anytime there's like a new season, a new shift of anything, it's like it just is a reminder. Okay, let me pay attention to what I'm doing and the habits that I'm doing and things like that. And so we both are inviting you to join our new women's communities, to surround yourself with women to help you through this life, and to be there to support you, and who want to see you grow, who want to
Yes.
see you
And
succeed,
it
who want to
I
see you
want
win.
to stress this. This program was designed for women with full lives.
Yes. Yes.
This is not for the person who, we're not going to be sitting in a room chit-chatting 40 hours a week. It's not going to happen.
No.
It's absolutely not
Sorry,
going
if
to
that's
happen.
what you're looking for, you might want to look elsewhere.
Yeah,
No.
because that is not what this is for. This is for empowering women and doing it for women that have full lives.
Yes.
And by
Yes.
the way, I had somebody say, "What do I have to sell?" Nothing. You
Nothing. You don't
just have to
sell
show
anything.
up.
Just
It's
come and be a
that's not
part of the community.
that's not what this is. This is not, we're not selling any products. So anyway,
That's so
should we
silly.
wrap this up before we keep people here too much longer?
Yes, yes. So we'll in wrapping up, basically just small habits are important, just tweaking little things here and there in what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're thinking to help with this transitional time and just being more intentional, making an intentional choice of like, hey, this is how I'm going to step into this new season. Um,
Yes. And
and if something's working for you, like whatever works for you, going back into the school season, drop it in the comments because it might be helpful for others that are watching as well.
absolutely. And if you're a mama that's kids are out of school and you had something that worked well, please share it with the people who have kids in school.
Yeah. And be sure to share this episode with other busy moms in your life because it will be helpful for them to tune in and to learn these things as well. So tag them in the comments or share it directly with them, whatever's most helpful. And follow us on YouTube. We each have a YouTube channel. Mine is under Building Upward. It actually might have my name in it, Carrie Marie Vaughn, Building Upward, something or other. And Christine is under her name, Christine Lunsford. So take a peek. You can watch all of our past episodes. And that's where you can find future episodes as well as on Facebook, of course. And well, you can't find the old episodes on Facebook, unfortunately. Facebook
No,
deletes.
I was gonna say YouTube's the best place to go for
YouTube is the
old.
best place. Plus, that we
Yeah.
have so much more on YouTube as well. There's so much more resources on there, other things.
Yes.
So
Yes.
reach out to us if you'd like to chat about our women's communities or any of the products that we talked about. And stay tuned for next week. Next week, we're talking about setting and keeping boundaries. Also a very important thing. Whether or not kids are going back to school, setting and keeping boundaries at all times in your life is super important. So we're going to be talking about that next week.
Yes. And
Did I
shifting your
forget anything?
mindset around boundaries. They are good.
Yeah, absolutely. Did I forget anything else? I think that was
No,
it, right?
I think that's it.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. Have an amazing week, and we will see you again next week for the Wellness Wake Up Weekly.
Bye.
Bye.